Welcome, I'm the Deadwood Jedi. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are again in the test Plarium account, so I can check out these Shadowkin factions early for you guys, these champions. And today we're going to look at one of the champions I think is going to be super cool, Genzin, or Genzin, I think is how I would say it. But he looks awesome, guys. Really strong single target damage dealers, one of the other legendary champions from this faction, and really good, a lot of turn meter boosting in his kit, so he should be taking turn after turn after turn. It's kind of the idea with him. So very excited to check him out and showcase him. We're going to be looking at him in arena, and we're going to be looking at him in dungeons. So hopefully not too long of a video, but should give you a good idea of the kind of potential this champion has, because I think if you pull him, you're going to be very, very happy about that. That said, before we get into it, I do want to point out I do have a link down below in the description and comment of this video for my Game On account. I'm doing a little video there talking about some of the best single target damage dealers in Raid alone, and you can kind of see how they might compare to Genzin as far as the single target. A lot of these are champions you've seen in arena. Some are going to be legendaries, some are going to be epics. I'm going to try and even fit a rare in there if I can. So should be kind of a cool little video for you guys. That said, let's go ahead and look at the clip. Oh, one last thing. If you like the music in this video or any of my other videos, make sure to check out that Soundstripe link down below and use that discount code DeadwoodJedi. Save yourself 15%. Get yourself a few extra free songs. I think it comes with 3 free songs as well when you set up an account. Really cool music that they have on there. I use all my music from there, so if you like the music I play in my videos, you're definitely going to want to check out Soundstripe. But that said, let's go ahead. Let's look at the champion. Okay, guys, this is Genzin. I think he just looks really cool. I like the kind of flames coming off of his coat there. I love the little half mask that he's got on, very Japanese, and the big old katana sword there. Just looks really, really cool champion, I think. I love the aesthetic that he's got there. Very kind of scary Far East appearance there, which I'm digging. As far as gear, you can see I've got kind of a mix match of speed, crit rate, and fatal gear. This is actually the gear I put on my Trunda, so I have them kitted out about as well as I can. As far as its total stats go, you can see almost 5,000 attack, 210 speed, 100% crit rate, 260 crit damage. Pretty good. Even the actually 200, a little bit on the lower side for some of the stuff we might like to do with him, but pretty solid all in all. His masteries right here, you can see I have them going down. Let me move myself over to the other side. See if I can't do that. There we go. So I have the defensive tree basically just to get down here to cycle eventually get a little bit more speed in his kit. And then offensive tree, just trying to maximize the damage, and a little bit of a split between, you know, dungeon and arena stuff. I took Life Drinker just to help with his healing a bit. And same thing with Shield Breaker just to help in case we find arena teams. And then we took Helm Smasher. I think Executioner might be more beneficial at this level of attack and crit rate, but we went ahead and took Helm Smasher just try to maximize his damage potential as we could. Now, let's look at his kit really quick. This is where he's really interesting, I think. So looking at his kit, we've got Flowing Cuts as A1. It's a triple attack on the A1. Each hit fills his champion's turn meter by 6%. So he's getting, 18% turn meter boost off his A1 skill. That's pretty big. Steel Parting. AoE hit, attacks all enemies, 100% when booked, chance of placing the big decreased defense for 2 turns. That's really nice. Big AoE decreased defense is always good. That's why we wanted to build a little accuracy on him. And then each critical hit fills his champion's turn meter by 10%. So depending on how many enemies there are, you're getting somewhere between 10 and 50% turn meter boost. That's really big. And then Fated Vengeance, attack one enemy, will ignore unkillable and shield buffs. Fills this champion's turn meter by 30% or 60% if the target has 50% HP or less after this attack. Also decreases the cooldown of Steel Parting and Fated Vengeance by 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. So there's a lot going on here with this kit. If he can one-shot somebody, all of a sudden he gets a huge turn meter boost. His skills get cooled down even faster, and you notice everything is on 3-turn cooldowns, guys. So this stuff comes up really quickly on his kit. And then his passive ability increases champion's speed by 10 and resistance by 50 if there are fewer champions on this champion's team than the number of enemies on the enemy team. This effect always works when fighting bosses. It's kind of an interesting ability. I'm not 100% sure exactly where this is going to be best at. There's not a lot of bosses that have a lot of minions outside of the spider. In the spider dungeon, there's not a ton, and I'm not sure how often you really want to solo with this champion. but it does lend itself to that possibility of, hey, we can take this guy into any dungeon and maybe solo it with him, get a little bit of speed boost, a little bit of resilience. I'll be honest, resistance, I should say. These are not huge numbers. Going from 210 speed to 220 speed, it's not a huge difference maker. 50% resistance is nice, but again, I don't know that these are game-breaking things that we need to really concern ourselves with. I probably would just ignore the passive ability for the majority of stuff. But let's go ahead and take him. Let's first go into campaign, and we can kind of see just what he does on his own. Take him into brutal here and take a good look at him. See what he can do. Where is he? Genzin. There you go. All right. Yeah. So let's just see kind of what he does on his own here. And we can also see how he sort of prioritizes his skills. That a lot of times depends what area you're bringing in, what else is going on, but we can kind of do that. So we have Fated Vengeance is that single target. Steel Parting is that AoE, and then Flowing Cuts is a single target. So let's see what he does. Steel Parting. Ooh. All right. So the AoE is effective for sure. Fated Vengeance. Boom. Smack. And it cools down the next skill, which just makes it go that much faster. This is where he's going to be insane, guys. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This guy's going to be nuts. That was fun to watch. Okay, cool. Let's try it one more time. Let's actually, I think this time we'll use the A1 just to start, just to see what it can do. Boom. That's a sweet, it looks super cool. That boom, hit with the sword. I love that. We can go ahead and come here. Boom, that's nice. The blood's moving through. You can see his turn meter already full again, which is just insane. Boom, A1. We're only doing one hit. We're killing him in one hit. That's a 3-hit skill right there, guys. That's pretty nuts. Boom. So he's only getting the 6% turn meter boost because of that. We can crack with the big one. Yeah, this guy's nuts. This guy's nuts. I like him. I like him a lot. The blood thing right there, and then right back into Steel Parting. This is a beautiful combination skill right there. The way that works, I think, is really, really smart. Let's see how he looks in Dragon. I almost want to just take him into Dragon by himself. Honestly, like, he just looks so great. Let's kind of... We'll keep Tyrant in there just to keep him alive. Make sure. Maybe Bad Owl. Okay, we'll do that. We'll keep it small. And he's going to get a speed boost because we're going with less champions than the enemy will have. That'll be kind of interesting. Whoop. Okay, we got auto. So we start with the Steel Parting, the AoE. He is weak affinity, so that's definitely less good. Got to remember that. But he's back already, guys. Let's see if we can't hit 58k. It's not bad. Again, wrong affinity for this, but pretty interesting. Wow. I'm still getting over the campaign fighting. That was really cool to watch. Let's see here. Single target. Boom. You can see whap. He hit him 2-3 times, which is great. Yeah, he's going to be a solid champion in most areas of the game. Obviously, this is probably not his best, what I would call his best spot. Let's go ahead and just drop that. But, you know, doing pretty solid damage there when we're hitting. So that's kind of, which I think is key. You know, he is bad affinity, so not as beneficial. In fact, let's go ahead and leave. I think we got an idea of kind of the damage he could do here. So let's go ahead. Let's find a better map for him. We're going to have Lysandra and Lydia here, so we should get a lot of speed boost, speed aura stuff going on. It's actually good for us. So let's see how we do here. Alright, so we're just going to go fast and see what we can't do. Yeah, we're going to throw that out there to start. Decrease defense and weaken. Let's see how the big AoE goes. Whew, 60k across the board pretty much. That's significant. Definitely significant damage right there. Yeah, we can steal that. Alright, let's go ahead and take down Arrow. Oof, 90k right off the bat. You can see his turn meter's already back up so high. It's just ridiculous how fast that comes back up. Means he's just going to be getting turn after turn after turn, which is great. Here we go. We're back already. We have that AoE set up and ready to go. Boom. He gets all that turn meter boost from each of those champions, which is just fantastic. And yeah, A1, boom, cracks him. Very cool. Very cool champion. I like this kid a lot. Let's go ahead and click auto, kind of just see how he runs. Should be kind of interesting. The AoE should be coming up next. Boom. And then he should have that single target again to smack. Yep, there it is. And got the cooldowns back. Just amazing, amazing, guys. Now, this is somewhere he's going to be really good at with that triple attack A1. Obviously, he didn't use it right there, but especially with the turn meter coming back around, he's going to be able to get attack after attack after attack, which is really nice. Oof, you can see that triple attack right there. Gets a turn meter boost. The AoE, Dr. Decreased Defense. Fated Vengeance. It looks cool. He basically has like a blood clone of himself go out and smack the enemy, which is really nice. Yeah, he's very good champion. Very, very good champion, guys. Now, what I would want to see... Okay, so we get an idea of like kind of what he can do. Now, one of the interesting things is he's getting interrupted almost by his own allies more than the enemy, which is kind of interesting in and of itself. I would like to see. In fact, I wonder if this would be better. Just going with less champions, constantly taking extra turns. Yeah, this might be the way to do it, honestly. Look at that. We've already wiped out more than half their team. Now, that's the issue, right? He's going to be a little squish. So, but the fact that he's taking turn after turn after turn is really, really cool. I'm a little interested to see how that AoE plays, how much turn meter boost he gets. Alright, so let's just go ahead and turn meter, crit rate, crit damage. Alright, so this is his turn. AoE. He's going to get 10% turn meter fill for each critical hit. Yeah, he gets to go again immediately, which is ridiculous. Let's see if we can't kill one of the spiderlings. I couldn't kill him. Did a lot of damage though right there, guys. Like a lot of damage, which is pretty fantastic. So we'll do this. We'll have Genzin in there. We'll have Drexler just to provoke if we needed. But I think Genzin should be able to take care of most of this by himself. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Increase the speed. Increase the crit attack. AoE provoke. And Genzin's going to clean it up. Yep. Did pretty good there. His turn mirror is already coming right back around, which is pretty awesome. And it's pretty great. Pretty great. And he's back. Finishes them off. Very interesting champion. Now it's interesting, he's green affinity, which means he's going to be good against, very particular teams. So that's something else we're going to want to, keep an eye out, make sure we're aware of. I want to see if we can't really focus him as decreased defense champion. So we get the turn meter boost here and there. And let's go ahead and hit. Boom. Alright, there we go. So we have ignore unkillable, ignore shield. We can go ahead and let's try hitting, yeah, we could try hitting Tormund, why not? Or let's try hitting Lysandra, or what's her name? Minaya. good affinity for us. I mean, 60,000, there's no decreased defense. She has strengthen up on top of that. You saw we ignore the shield completely. Very strong champion, very strong attack ability. So definitely can do some work for us here. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. See how that goes. Actually, no, that's fine. All right, speed up, keep us immune. Go ahead and give us that increased attack and crit and accuracy. Should be good. You see Ray right there. We'll see if we can't drop some. Just freeze him up here. Boom. Got a couple freezes in. He's gonna come in with the big hit. You got decreased defense on a few of them. Manaya, of course, with the heal because Manaya's the worst. I have Manaya. I love Manaya. Nothing wrong with that. And then we can drop some HP burn stuff going on. Boom, boom. All right, single target. Who can we hit? We could try for Tormund. See if that works. Let's go ahead and see if that. Woo! Just smoked him. Smoked him like it was nothing. Alright, here goes Genshin again. Get that AoE. Boom. Crack again. It's a nice hit. I'm not sure if you want to use him as a single target damage dealer, as an AoE damage dealer. Do you want to use him as a debuffer? I feel like there's some options as far as ways to approach it, but you kind of have to figure out what's going to be best for you with your team individually. But you can see right here, obviously, no problem. One of the weaker teams, very easy to take care of. It's when you find those strong teams that all of a sudden it gets a little bit more dicey. You know, when you're facing something like this, how is this going to work exactly? It's a little bit more questionable. So, you know, like I said, good champion for sure. You can see there Yoshi interrupted us. We just interrupt them back. But you can see it's just going to take them a while to come back. There's too many other champions going fast. We can take out. Whoa, that A3 hits hard though. That is one that can really smoke somebody out. I don't know. That's the phrasing I wanted to use. And the AOE skill is really nice too. There's a lot to like, you know. And we have Helm Smash around him, right? So depending on that proc, you're gonna get, you know, your mileage is gonna vary obviously depending on how you have him kitted out. He's a good champion. I don't know that he's gonna, you know, go crazy with anything, but one champion kind of reminds me of his Saito. They both have this kind of AoE skill that gives you decreased defense, and then everything else is kind of single target. Reminds me of that a little bit. The turn meter boost manipulation I think is really interesting. And I wonder if, you know, if you build him a little bit faster, if he's even more beneficial. Maybe you just skip the accuracy altogether and just go straight raw damage. Raw damage and speed, and just try to be as fast and as hard hitting as possible. Get as many turns in as you can. I think there's a lot to be said for that. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? I liked him actually. I thought he was quite good. I thought he was a pretty cool little champion. Very fun to use. I really enjoyed him in campaign. I'll be honest. That was like the most fun part about him. But he's also really good in dungeons. Like you can see him getting turn after turn after turn and really laying some smackdown on. Not sustainable with that, so you kind of got to kill everybody, but kind of an interesting champion. I'm actually kind of excited to see what some real endgame arena players are able to do with him when you build up his attack even higher. Like I said, we don't have great jewelry, so I can't get his attack into crazy levels. But if you could get his attack and his crit damage into really high levels and keep his speed up, I feel like there's a lot of potential to him. So I kind of enjoyed him. Again, guys, we got that game on link down below talking about single target damage dealers that are really good in this game. Don't forget Soundstripe if you're looking for to listen to the music that we played today, or any of the music I have in any of my other YouTube videos. Discount code with Deadwood Jedi saves you 15%. And that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Till next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.